Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to Wytchwood, a game made by Alien Trap, the developers of Cryptark and... It's not Oaklos, it's the other one. It's Apotheon. There we go. And they're a lovely group of developers that I guess I've been in contact with here and there. I'm really looking forward to their other game, which is like a 3D remake of Cryptark, which I'm really looking forward to. That said, Wytchwood totally caught me by surprise just because it didn't really match, you know, their previous couple of games. It's more of a, you're playing as a witch, and you're gathering ingredients for potions to, like, solve environmental puzzles. Oh. It's a really lovely visual style, and it's such a neat idea. And it's got kind of that, like, Baba Yaga-y style of, like, storytelling that I know almost nothing about, but I think is really cool all the same.
We've been holding on to their business card for this for ages. Ooh, swamp. Once upon a time, there lived an odd little witch in an odd little house. She spent most of her days tending to her odd little garden and resting in her odd little chair. On this day, however, her sleep is interrupted by an odd little noise. Oh my, who's there? Get up.
You have like little bird feet.
Yeah, and that goat. Is it going to start eating everything in our domain? No, he just seems to be buying.
Okay.
You devil! How dare you wake a young lady from her beauty sleep? Shoo! Get out of my house, you mindless beast! You're making a mess! With a swift kick in the rump, you boot the goat through the front door. When did this place get so cluttered? I could have sworn I swept the hearth just yesterday. First things first, my old grimoire must be around here somewhere.
You are not nearly crony enough to be a witch.
Well, is she supposed to be an old witch? Or she just said a young lady, unless she's doing the whole I'm still a young lady business.
Yeah, I truly have no idea.
It is odd, though. So she's wearing a cauldron on her head, and she might have four eyes.
I like how the handles on the cauldron make for earrings. Yeah, I think that's a really neat stylistic choice.
Mm-hmm. Aha. Here it is. It's lighter than I recall. Your grimoire contains all of your craftable recipes. You can open it at any time by pressing Y.
Except for during cutscenes. Alright, we can make a mending poultice.
All my recipes are missing. That damnable creature has chewed up all the pages of my book. Where's my belt? I'll need to carry my things if I'm to confront the beast.
Yeah.
Really? Aw, goats aren't beasts. I mean, I suppose if they eat all her pages, yeah. But what does she intend to do?
Boot it.
Boot it again? It's not going to... Never mind. I must have left it in that trunk over there.
Just goes outside, fully equipped, kicks the goat once, satisfied, she goes home. Game over. Alright.
Ooh, my poor back. How long was I napping for? A good dose of medicine ought to soothe these aching bones before I head outside. At least I still have the recipe for my mending poultice.
I don't know. Seems to imply she's a little older.
Okay, fine. I can make her sound older, but I don't think she should sound ancient. We don't even know what she is.
All witches should sound kind of cronish. It's a requirement.
Well, maybe we'll encounter other witches too.
I got 3 hearts. Oh. We actually have health. That's an interesting question.
Well,
I love this visual style. It's so nice.
You might have to face other things. You step outside into the humid marsh and immediately stub your toe on a twisted root. Ouch! Close your eyes for a wink and the next thing you know the whole yard's gone to the weeds. Somewhere in the distance, you can hear braying through the dense bramble. Where'd that cross-eyed Billy get to? He could at least put those gnashers to good use on this lawn. Alright.
Open map, but first...
This is a little loud.
Is it a little loud?
I like the music, but it's really loud.
Okay. Camera sway, audio. Here we go. Dialogue sounds. Oh.
Oh,
Do like 80%?
yeah.
Maybe?
Part of it is I could barely hear myself talking.
Yeah, so unfortunately, because of my aero specs, volume is different.
Oh, I see. You can barely hear things, so it sounds
So
fine to you.
No, I can hear things, but it's more so that if it's really loud, it's not that it
Hey, look.
offends my
There's
ears.
even a goat kind of Aquarius, you know, the water bear.
It's really pretty. Alien Trap has always made really pretty games, but I think this is their prettiest. Bah.
Is that all you've got to say for yourself? The goat coughs up a disgusting hairball.
Ah, yes, hello. Hello, can you hear me now? Apologies, it's been so long since I've used a mortal vessel. Ugh, there's dirt in its mouth. Puh, puh.
You can talk?
Of course I can talk. Has your mind become so filled with cobwebs that you've forgotten your old friend? You wound me, madame. It's good to see you up and about. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever awaken, though I suppose time flows strangely in this place.
Oh, do you think it's some kind of demon?
It's Santa! Anyway, I've come to collect. Do you have the amount we agreed upon?
Amount? Amount of what?
Oh dear, if you really don't remember, we should go over the contract deals again. Down there.
The goat nods his head towards the ancient stone gateway looming nearby. And just how am I supposed to get through that solid rock?
You're the one who sealed it last. Take a closer look, and I'm sure it'll come back to you.
You open your witch's eye with X to inspect objects and creatures and discover their weaknesses. The goat. The stone pillar. Ooh, unveiling powder. Wait, so do you have to craft the powder to spritz around the rock?
Looks like it. Don't underestimate your senses, my dear. You may be old, but you can see things others cannot. Hidden weaknesses lying below the surface.
Ah, I can see it now. There are shallow runes etched into the surface of the stone, but they are too faint for me to read. A powder of unveiling ought to do the trick. If you hadn't made a snack of my book, I wouldn't have to retranscribe my recipes.
I shall not be held liable for any losses or inconveniences incurred as a result of abyssal possession.
By inspecting objects and creatures, you can learn new recipes to craft in your grimoire.
Yeah, so there's only so much I can interact with.
Wait, is that a
currently.
page sitting on top of the statue pedestal, or what is that?
I don't know.
No, maybe it's a rock.
It's a something. It's not something I can reach, though. This game does not involve jumping.
Mm-hmm. Reeds. So you need shears.
And more shears. Well, can I just make the unveiling powder? Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Looks like I'm gonna need.
A lot of tools.
Yep. And bam. I like that special effect.
You smear a handful of the glowing powder onto the runes of the doorway. A cool blue light emanates from the glyphs and envelops the entrance in its aura. You squint, attempting to discern the meaning of the letters. They appear to be in some obscure runic alphabet. What gibberish is this? It looks like it was carved by a frightened hen.
It must be written in the umbral tongue. Allow me to translate.
The goat steps up to the doorway and pauses. Well, what does it say? The goat swings its shaggy head towards you. Dark matted wool obscures the creature's beady eyes.
I cannot see.
Unbelievable! What help are you then?
I didn't come here to help. I came here to collect. Now do something about this mop of hair, would you?
Fine, fine. I think I have some rusty old shears down in the garden. Ah, so she has to give him a trim? I wonder if that will change his portrait.
Hopefully. Now, I have the shears, but you know
You
what
see
I'm
the
going
most
to do.
frightening demonic eyes underneath.
I think it's the case. I'm pretty sure it's Satan.
Or at least some kind of demon. Because witches parlay with demons, right?
Yeah.
Tangled Vines. As you hack at the thick tangle of vines with your shears, the tendrils seem to double in density and threaten to swallow up the doorway no matter how hard you work.
Where do you think you're going? You haven't forgotten about me again, have you? I just want to get everything done. She's a very fast old lady.
All right. With much protesting and a nicked ear, you shear away clumps of dirty hair from the goat's eyes.
Ah, much better. Oh my, were you always this grotesque, or is my memory failing me as well?
Watch your tongue, or I'll give it a good snip too. Now, you can read the runes or not.
Ah, yes. A space beneath she sleeps alone, tokens given up to the unknown. Fires of forge shall unroot the stone. Braziers burn and await the crone.
Crone? Who's it calling a crone? And what are these tokens I'm to burn?
Perhaps you ought to take a closer look at those braziers.
Yeah, so we have to light them?
Shiny stone, frog slime, dog hair,
and a blue feather. Dog hair, bird feather, frog slime, and a shiny stone. I don't suppose you swallowed up any of those things while I was asleep.
I don't think so, but feel free to sift through this creature's leavings if you want to be completely sure.
Leavings? Oh, droppings? Ugh.
However, there's a whole world outside this little swamp, you know. See that gateway over there? The one with the lovely green flame?
The goat motions to the far side of your yard. I guess a brisk walk in the woods would do these creaky joints some good. Too much time indoors is bad for the humors.
I just like how she, like, flaps as she runs. I realize it's not actually wings, but, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it does look very feathery. And with those feet of hers, yeah. Are you going to be sharing a bunch of
I'm just
grasses
grabbing
and
whatever I can that is grabbable. This is the kind of game where you want to gather everything, so I might as well gather everything. Into the darkness.
Snipping and tearing, your shears make short work of the bramble. Ooh, is this that kind of nexus? The space between. You cut your way through the remaining vines and suddenly step into a cold stone dais. Is it dais? I think it's something like that. Dais? Something.
I think so.
Time seems to flow backwards, or maybe it speeds forwards. An oppressive, star-filled void stretches as far as you can see. Though there is no wind or sound in this void, a warm fall breeze and the chirping of birds seizes your attention. A doorway. So are you going to have to gather those super special ingredients in these different worlds? But look at how many of them are there. What can you glean from them? So that's like sunflowers.
This is a little bit more of like an overgrown deep wood, maybe?
Yeah.
Winterwood.
That's wintry.
A town.
Yeah.
Kind of festively
Harvest, kind of.
Yeah.
That's interesting. There's a clothesline books, a spinning wheel.
Yeah. More spring? Or underwater?
Yeah, it looks underwater. It looks like coral and stuff.
Yeah. And then kind of more ancient ruins.
Yeah, gravestones, perhaps.
To the forest. And none of this stuff was in the demo that I played a couple years ago. I'm kind of digging it. Well, I mean, I'm definitely digging it. This is kind of... Oh, what is this? What is this thing?
What? Is it a squirrel?
It's a squirrel.
Possess an energy far outpacing its tranquil home. So its weakness is a trap. What a weird way to
do a squirrel. Hello.
Wait. A bird watcher. The woman spins around on her heels so quickly she nearly hits you with her spyglass. Ah! You startled me. Can't you see I'm busy with my scientific research? Research? What is it you're looking for with that contraption? Why, the famed indigo-tufted forest lark. They're said to be native to this forest, and this forest wait, is the lark sitting on her hat?
On her hat, yes.
Because it's an indigo-tufted...
Yep, I'm pretty sure it's the bird on her head.
Have you seen one, perchance? You glance upwards at the small blue bird perched atop the oblivious woman's hat. I, haven't. Sorry. A shame. Well, it's never too late to open one's eyes to the wonders of the natural world. You never know what you'll discover. She points at a nearby woodland critter stuffing its cheeks with seeds. Take that squirrel, for example. Spend a few moments watching its behavior and you'll learn everything you need to know about it. Observation is key. Now, if you don't mind, I wouldn't want to miss making an exciting new discovery. The blue bird glances vacantly at you before pooping on the brim of the woman's hat. Oh my. So a hatchet might break that apart.
Yeah, so we're gonna need to pick up some tools before I can do too much.
That's just hilarious.
Wait, did the time of day change?
I don't know.
It looks...
Everything seems very autumnal right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another blue one. Bird. A skittish songbird enjoys eating seeds.
Bird. This I remember maybe a little bit more of. Yeah, because I already played this game a couple years ago.
Is that a guy by a well?
Oh, yeah. He looks sick. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. I don't know about this.
You tap the man's shoulder and he nearly tumbles headfirst into the well.
Ah! What's the matter with you? I could have fallen in.
Then perhaps you shouldn't be leaning over the edge, like some wobbly stork. What's so interesting down this well anyways?
Well, my grandpappy used to tell me people would drop all sorts of treasure down there, just waiting for someone to dig it up. Got myself a trowel and thought I'd give it a go. Put the ropes out, and it looks awful dark and damp. I get goosebumps just thinking about all the ghoulies that might be lurking down there in the shadows.
Ever consider that those ghoulies might get goosebumps thinking about you lurking up here in the sunlight?
No, not really. Not sure if that makes me feel any better about them, actually. Maybe the business of treasure hunting isn't for me after all. Here, why don't you take my trowel? I don't think I'll be needing it. You can go down to the well and see those ghoulies yourself.
He offers you a small trowel. It looks like it's never been used. This old well is deep and dark. You might be able to climb down into it, but the rope has long since rotted away. You do have the twine. You toss a length of strong homemade rope down into the darkness. It seems like it should support you without much fuss.
I'm gonna look around the surface a little while longer, though. Oh,
whoa, is that a
the
soldier?
woodsman.
Or he's a lumberjack.
You there, give me a hand, would ya?
With that? You seem to have everything under control. These stumps aren't going anywhere.
My darn useless son was supposed to help me, but he's wandered off again. Probably to go bother frogs and eat bugs or some such nonsense. Anyway, I need some help clearing these old dead logs. It's late in the season, the wood has started to rot. Just be careful of the purple mushrooms that sometimes grow inside. They'll make you powerful sleepy if you breathe in the spores.
As much as I do love poisonous fungi, I'm not much of a lumberjack.
Nonsense. Anyone can experience the joys of splitting a fine stump. Here, my boy won't be missing his hatchet.
The woodsman spins a sharp-looking hatchet in his hand and thrusts the handle at you.
Well, that's convenient. Okay. How do I dig?
Campfire embers. Huh.
There we go. Well, we got some stuff to do.
Leaf cap.
Might turn down those sound effects, though.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, the, So I'm using your new controller.
Yeah?
The start button is in the wrong spot compared to what I'm used to, and so I was just, like...
What?
Aimlessly tapping the like, faceplate of the controller, being just like... How do I do this? How do I pause? I feel like that really... Oh, well,
wait, there
fine.
really is a difference between the new
yeah.
Xbox controllers and the old
It's in
one?
a different spot, I believe.
Huh.
At least it felt like it. Maybe I'm used to the PS5 controller now, or...
Oh, the
I don't know.
PS5 controller has that giant button in the middle.
Yeah. But then also there's two smaller ones that are a little, like, higher up.
Yeah.
And closer to where your thumb kind of sits, so it's easier to reach them. I don't know. Bird. Man, sound effects are still actually kind of loud. Let's see. I was gonna say, though...
I like the acoustics. It's very calming.
Yeah. I need to find some more bands.
Wait, is that a fairy?
I think
it's
the sun.
Oh, well, no. There's a fairy up ahead.
Oh, you're right. There's a fairy up there, but
might be the boy looking
definitely
for
the
frogs.
Boy. But I was gonna say before we went too far, every once in a while there's a game that comes out, and I think to myself, this is a game that I could learn from. As far as like developing my own artwork or taking notes from some of these styles.
You know, these I've definitely seen it when you have very simplified bush shapes and such, but then you show every single, well, not every single branch, but you show a flat depiction of its internals, which is what I'm seeing here.
It's very Secret of Kells, kind of.
Yeah. And also kind of lineless and then textural and...
I guess I struggle with environment design, specifically like for D&D campaigns and stuff. You know, I hand draw all of my maps. And so like looking at this stuff, I'm like, oh man, I could do like bushes like this and it would save me so much time. Kind of.
Oh, hey lady, what's with that great stinking pot on your head?
I would ask the same about all those stinking frogs in your trousers.
Aw, you're just jealous.
The boy fumbles between trying to wrangle all his frogs and swiping ineffectively at wayward fireflies with a shoddy-looking bug net. Juggling a little bit more than you can handle, eh? What exactly are you hoping to achieve, flailing about like that?
I was really hoping she'd say hopping.
Are you daft? Me frogs are hungry, so I gotta catch them some fireflies to feed them.
He takes another wild swing, missing his target entirely. Why don't you let me take a few of those frogs off your hands for a moment? That would let you swing the net properly.
Oh, I see how it is. You're after my precious prizes. Well, how about I give you the net and you catch me some fireflies? Then maybe I'll think about trading you for one of my froggies.
All right, the boy waggles the net in your face. Not even net. Oh, so those are the fireflies. But you might also be able to catch the fairy. Wait, come back here, I'll chop you good. Yeah!
It dead. I've killed it.
You've killed a mushroom man.
I've killed the changeling.
Wait, it's a changeling?
Apparently, I got a changeling root.
Oh. Too quick for hands alone. Did you catch a fairy?
And I got fairy dust out of it.
Oh.
Yep.
There seems to be another mushroom up above you.
Oh yeah, I see him. I was just trying to process some of these things.
Well, operas aren't going to stick around with empty bellies. Faster you catch those fireflies, the faster we can eat. I mean, the frogs can eat.
All right, you have 5 out of 5. The boy,
Holds out a jar with holes poked in the lid.
The boy shakes the jar, rattling the captured insects like pennies in a piggy bank.
Oh, these are nice and juicy. The lads are going to feast tonight.
Now about our deal. You agreed to trade me for one of those pets there.
Haha, what deal? I don't remember making no deal.
A frog squirms out of the boy's overalls and plops down by his feet with a wet slap.
Dang it, there goes Slippery Pete.
He takes a clumsy swipe at the amphibian, but the creature squeezes out of his grasp and bounces into the underbrush.
Aw, shucks, I never liked him anyway. If you can catch him, he's all yours.
Frog slime.
He never liked them anyway, so that's the one that they offered you.
Guess so.
Yep.
I'm noticing some of the resources respawn here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, remember the sticks and the like weird herby things. Okay.
Oh, there's a guy over there.
Evening, ma'am. Come to check on the pottery. I'm afraid I fired all the kilns up, so there'll be a while still.
Pottery? Bah, I was just admiring that fine canine over there. You point to a scraggly-looking mutt patrolling the yard. May I give her a petting?
Oh, you can try, but I wouldn't if you value your fingers. She's a touch bitey today. Doesn't much like people going near the ovens.
I have a way with animals. Surely I can find something to calm her down. She likes...
Soporific morsel.
Ooh.
The purple mushrooms. Let's see. Which I think I can probably just make.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Can you make it?
Give me a second.
Wickerwork.
Make some wicker work so I can make a pair of snap traps.
Ah, so that way you can potentially get a squirrel and a bird. Wait, what did you need for the soporific?
It needs meat and soporific poison.
Oh, you need to make those.
Yeah, but I need to figure out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could find stuff down in the well. Unless you want to explore the forest some more.
Well, I got the meat.
Wait, you got a blue feather.
I exploded a bird.
Wait a minute. Blue feather, dog fur. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
The frog slime. And what was the last brazier?
It's in the top right. Shiny stone.
Oh, shiny stone.
Yep. There goes the squirrel. There we go. Rodent lard.
Ugh,
Huh.
I don't know if rodents have that much for lard on them,
I mean,
considering it'd be fat. Though, don't people make lard by sort of grilling the meat and then taking all of the juices and letting it turn into a solid fat? Ooh, the stag. A stylized image to flatter the self-proclaimed ruler of this region, commissioned by him, of course, and promptly forgotten. Dear are such elegant creatures.
I will gather everything. There will be nothing that remains. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here.
Except for animals, but you have plenty of meat.
And, like, I could keep trapping them, but to some degree I feel a bit guilty for being excessive. Yeah, so it looks like all of the resources just kind of respawn. That's useful.
Whoa, what was that bouncing away? Oh,
Soot sprite.
a
Aww.
soot sprite. Oh. It's like the
Calcifer,
Studio Ghibli
kinda.
ones.
I guess Calcifer wasn't a soot sprite.
No,
they had
no,
the
no.
other soot sprites.
The other ones are the one from, what was it? Spirited Away in Totoro?
Yeah, there we go.
They were small and fuzzy and black and had those little eyes. And they bounce around.
Into the well. Into the well? Into the well. There we go.
Ooh. Gold coins, definitely. Things that people had dropped there. What's that? Oh, so if you had a jar.
Yep, but we have no jar.
You had clay. Oh, the clay is packed. Need the trowel. Wait, a frog? Might as well grab the frog.
Aha! None shall escape me. I'm on a rampage.
Except that one, maybe. No, there's more frogs. Sheesh.
I don't think they despawn unless I leave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna pretend I'm doing no harm with my passage. I'm a good witch. That meat from the squirrels, they were just carrying the meat. So don't question it.
Locked.
Oh,
A
there's
shiny
the shiny
stone.
stone. Couple of shiny stones, in fact.
Ooh, what's in there? Something stirs inside but does not emerge. I think you need to lure it out or scare it.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else I can really do here at the moment.
Do you have any recipes that could potentially lure that creature out?
Let me see. Oh.
What's the hearth scene? Is it a light?
That I think warps us back.
Oh, never mind. But what?
Yeah,
what
return
are you,
home.
What are you going to use?
Observation?
Oh, yes. The darkened nook, a cozy burrow for a creature who prefers to be left alone.
Oh, that's not helpful. We do not know. Empty jar. Okay, so I don't think we can do anything with this.
Do you need to get a jar from the clay
Yeah.
man? Okay.
Which means I've got to figure out how to make...
That. The purple thing.
Yeah, except for I don't know...
Oh, what? Jar of water. Oh, no. So you need the jar of water to make that.
Yeah.
Oh, but you did just make an empty jar.
Oh,
Well then,
okay.
collect some water.
I want to make a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know how many jars of water I'm going to need. And are these? Yeah, these are all just water. Okay. Well,
And the water seems to be infinite.
yep. I don't
So,
think this
have you
game is
made the morsel?
particularly... oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh. Gotta make this soporific poison.
There you go.
Soporific morsel. Then all I have to do is throw it. Oh.
There was a coin immediately
There was
there.
in fact a coin just there. Hard to see through all of the other bits. There we go. Nope. Wrong way. Golden Gateway is not where we want to go.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably stop picking up things as I go because it's not actually helping me that much.
Uh-oh. There you go. Yep, fast asleep. Now get that.
Did you find my dog a treat yet?
Yes, we did. Use the shears on the dog so you can get that fur.
The dog hair.
That's a good pup. Frog slime, blue feather, shiny stone, and dog hair. That's all I need for those braziers. I should head back home now.
I think this is the kind of game that when this comes out, I might have probably just you play or something. It's enjoyable and I'm
there's a
I'm
Sid
liking it
spirit.
a lot, but it very much feels like the kind that only one person really needs to play. I like it though. It's like a good new age style puzzle game, if that makes sense.
Well, it's... I don't know. I've noticed that there have been a number of games lately where crafting has been an important aspect, gathering and crafting. Because prior, you would just hack and slash through things and then find
Did you ever
the keys
hear
and
of
stuff.
or play any of the King's Quest games?
No.
This very much feels like a modern version of that. King's Quest games were point-and-click adventure games, where you effectively... It was one incredibly long puzzle fetch quest, where usually what would happen is you get an item and you'd have to figure out who to bring it to, and then you bring it to them and they give you something else or do something else for you, and then you get another item and you bring it to them. And you effectively just would rinse repeat that for a while until you beat the game, but there's kind of a long narrative as part of it. And so this very much follows a lot of that logic where you're just going around gathering things that you turn into a variety of effectively keys to unlock new doors or areas or progress an objective. I realize a lot of games operate under this logic, but it's a very specific style all the same.
The brazier awaits something.
An offering. I
Yep,
don't think
an
we need to
offering.
read this.
You drop
we
the
can
stone
read.
into the basin with a resounding chiming sound. Fractures trace across the pebble before it cracks open and a cold green light swallows it within its flames. Right, frog slime. You gently squeeze the globs of wet slime from your satchel into the basin. The mucus bubbles and pops before cold flames reduce it to a fine, odorless ash. Dog hair. The dog hairs take a moment to fall from your fingers, fluttering down into the basin one by one. The fur bristles into foul-smelling coils before erupting into a cold green flame. A strong force pulls the feather down into the large basin like a magnet. It bursts into a bright flash of light as cold flames engulf its essence. The emerald flames of the braziers play strange shadows across the stone doorway. You watch as fingers of shadow crawl up the rock's face and crack open the solid granite like a stale bread. The stone crumbles away into darkness, revealing a yawning stairway descending down into the cold earth.
After you, madame. Time to go see Santa.
Into the shrine. Ooh, look at this. Wait, who's dead there? Is it the sleeping maiden? Is it like a sleeping beauty? Encased inside a gilded crystal coffin lies the body of a young woman. Though she sleeps in an enchanted slumber, her ageless features express a deep sadness. The sound of cloven hooves echo against the marble floor as the goat comes to your side.
Quite something, isn't she? Do you remember bringing her to me?
I brought her to you. Why? Who is she?
I haven't the faintest idea. All I know is you brought her lifeless form to my doorstep and begged me to save her soul.
Save her from what? And why is she asleep?
Why, from the 12 wicked souls whom you said wronged her in life, villains who deceived her and cheated her and broke her spirit. And as we agreed, here she will sleep until our contract is fulfilled. Until you bring me those 12 wicked souls.
Ooh. Wait, so we're going to exact vengeance?
Against probably a bunch of... Yeah. Wait. She looks like Sleeping Beauty. We're a good witch? Question mark. I wonder if the 12 wicked souls are a bunch of men.
I mean...
This is a flip on the Disney formula, and we are effectively the evil stepmother...
Well, or the fairy godmother, but
Yeah.
witch godmother.
Yeah, but effectively, you know, all of the... I'd swear I've read a story like this where effectively...
And I wouldn't necessarily say it's just men, because there could have been evil,
it's
like,
true.
friends or sisters or rivals.
I swear I've read a story like this where effectively, it was every single Disney princess as one woman, and so she had all of these suitors.
And they were murdering every single one or getting back at them?
Well, no, all of the suitors were just absolute garbage.
Yep, terrible.
You know, every single Disney prince just kind of existed to look pretty and was otherwise useless.
I
and
see.
were just hateful and bad. And the composite Disney princess character was effectively just really upset because these men would not leave her alone. I cannot remember the name of the story though.
And then there was also, I've also seen versions where if there are enough quote-unquote princes that are essentially the same guy, what they do is they have multiple princesses get together and realize, oh yeah, we're dealing with the same dude.
Yeah.
That kind of thing too. But in any case, so no, this is definitely intriguing. The fact that she's going to, I mean, if she's going to be bringing the goat their souls, that implies that she's going to be killing them, right?
Yeah, I guess.
What? I remember no such contract.
Our pact is binding regardless of what you do or do not remember.
At the goat's words, you feel something hard and dark, locked away in the depths of your heart. It speaks the truth. And just why should I do your bidding? Seems like a lot of bothersome trouble to me. What do I care about some sleeping beauty?
Bring me the 12 souls, and I will release the sleeping maiden from her slumber. Our agreement will be fulfilled. Who knows, in time you may even remember why you brought her to me in the first place. Or you can simply return to the comforts of your little hovel, where you will waste away until the weeds grow so thick that not even your shears will be able to cut you free, and your mind will stay as empty as that grimoire of yours. But it is a big decision to make so hastily. Why don't you sleep on it?
A heavy weight fills your marrow. Your eyelids flutter, barely able to stay open. What have you done to me? I can't stay awake. Thank you for playing the demo. Wytchwood will be out soon.
It's true. So I guess I'm gonna quick check. I know it's coming out sometime this year. I would not be surprised if it isn't out sometime within the next couple of months. Well, I mean, obviously within the next couple of months. I'm not seeing anything about them confirming a release date. I'm going to very quickly check.
Oh,
Wytchwood.
I love it.
Yeah. No, it very much
play
feels...
more.
I mean...
And I want to know who the people who wronged the woman are.
Okay.
The Sleeping Beauty.
So, the only information I can find is a month or so from now. And I'm looking forward to it. I think this truly is going to be the kind of thing that I might just chuck shell at instead. I enjoyed playing it, but at the same time, it very much feels like her kind of game more so.
But
It's easy enough. I think you'd love it.
there'll be a bunch of guys for you to voice, including
maybe.
the grumpy
We'll see.
demon goat.
We'll see when we get there. And that's true. I'm just thinking of how many games I have on my plate, and it's awful. There's so many. I have a list of 12, and I'm just staring them down and just checking them off like 2 a day, and then I get 4 more every day, and I'm like, oh no.
Well, I think that the writing is really witty. The characters are...
Oh, it's
a lot of
absolutely
fun.
wonderful. Everything that Alien Trap makes is really unique and interesting in a way that I feel like the games industry needs more of. And I really appreciate what they've done so far. And I love the visual design. It's so beautiful, so storybooky. The music was great. Just nice, atmospheric, acoustic music.
Instrumentals,
Yeah. I don't have a whole lot of interest in music, but I'd love to learn how to just do basic acoustic strumming and like background music, because I think that would be kind of fun to do someday. But either way, so the Wytchwood demo is, I believe, still available for download. It might not be available for long though, so if you guys do feel like playing this yourselves, go check it out.
Wander, you do realize every time you do this, the music stops being
Yeah,
recorded.
it's okay. The music is pretty quiet on the main menu anyway.
It means you should probably
fine.
record more of it.
It's fine. But so the demo is available for everyone to download now, and it should be out in a month or so, or a little bit more. We'll see. But I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to see more of it. But for now, at least, I guess if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave us a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe, because we've got so many indie games to check out every single day. I butchered that a little bit. Every single day. And we'll be back for more Wytchwood when it comes out. But for now, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.